Hello again. If it were not for the fact that free speech in Britain is now becoming an increasingly risky business, then this country would probably have been the first in the world to strike a trade deal with the United States and avoid all those punitive tariffs. The chief obstacle to our enjoying a closer relationship with America than any other country in the world is, according to the US Bureau of Democracy, Human Rights and Labour, due to a recent prosecution in this country. They say, "We are concerned about freedom of expression in the United Kingdom. We are monitoring the case." This relates to a 64-year-old woman called Livia Tasiki-Bolt. Vice President J.D. Vance has criticised a similar case, that of Adam Smith Connor. I'll explain about these two cases in a minute. The US State Department are also getting edgy about free speech. In their case, it is because of the Online Safety Act, which is threatening to cause a breach between our two countries. This is the attempt by Britain to make certain websites illegal and to fine companies such as Google and X unlimited amounts if they refuse to cooperate. This kind of thing is seen in China and North Korea, of course, but seldom in the West, which is why the Americans are raising their eyebrows a little. The two cases of Livia Tasiki-Bolt and Adam Smith Connor concern people praying silently and holding up signs inviting people to talk if they wish to do so, within a certain distance of abortion centres. As some viewers might know, there are now exclusion zones around most abortion centres, and protests within a certain distance of those centres are now classified as antisocial behaviour and harassment. Some devout Christians are simply standing and praying in the nearby streets, and that's what Adam Connor Smith did. He was arrested for standing on his own and doing nothing but praying silently. Livia Tasiki-Bolt, who may be seen in the thumbnail to this video, held up a sign saying that she was ready to talk if anybody wished to do so. She too was arrested. This really is a bit much. One quite sees why you wouldn't want a howling mob outside such a place, perhaps disturbing or alarming women in an already precarious state mentally. But is it really harassment to stand in the street by yourself and pray silently? One hardly thinks so. It's this kind of thing which is making the American government think that we have taken leave of our senses in this country. Freedom of speech, you see, is an especially precious thing in the United States, and they are horrified to see what's happening here, and it doesn't make them feel inclined to cut us any leeway when it comes to tariffs. This is particularly so because some of this business, the Online Safety Act for instance, also affects Americans, both individuals and big companies. If we're going to start threatening companies like YouTube and X with unlimited fines for allowing people to uh, say what they please, then why should the Americans let us off the new tariffs? It is a fair point,